Yeah, mate. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing a lot of smiling faces today. I don't know if that's because it's Jamaican independence and it's 3 Jamaicans in the virtual room. You get me?
Wave that flag. Come on.
Yeah, trust me. I don't know, man. I feel like before we even talk about Jamaican independence, I need to give some facts, man. This is the 58th year celebrating Jamaican independence. Since 1962, it was under British colonialship, the British Empire before that. Do you know what I'm saying? And it was under British colonialism, if you say it like that, for a very long time, since the mid 1600s. So for it to get its independence in 1962 is a massive moment, and we celebrate that today as we're recording, man. Are you not waving your flags today?
Come on, gotta be done.
When was the last time you lot went to Jamaica?
3 years ago. Standard thing, wedding, you know.
Where's your family from, D?
Kingston. They're all from like Central. And the last time I went was to actually bury my gran, which is a sad one, but it was also a lovely place to go and see your family again and all of that. You get
100%. Yeah, man.
Up, man. Yeah. Same here, man. My family's from Kingston as well. A place called Jonestown, which is right next to Trench Town. A lot of people know Trench Town, like the Marleys and all that kind of stuff. But the place where my family's from, my dad in particular, who came to the UK in 1972, part of the Windrush generation. It's a rough part. It's a very rough part. You know what I'm saying? Near Trench Town, Jonestown. I don't know if either of you guys know Jonestown.
I've got family in Kingston, St. Thomas, St. Elizabeth as well, man.
I mean, you know, a lot of people that ain't of Caribbean descent or maybe are not people of colour don't even understand what the Windrush generation is, but it's a generation of Caribbean people who came over in the 50s, 60s, some in the 70s as well. They came over to the UK to help the economy and make the UK what it is today. And that further sort of punctuates the importance of Jamaica for me in particular, this small nation which is like just over 4,000 miles squared. Its massive impact on the world, like such a massive impact, a global impact for such a small place.
Jamaican culture has influenced the world in ways that, I don't know, man, it's crazy. It's brilliant.
Music, definitely, you know, hear it everywhere. Music, you know, being in music and seeing the influence that it can do and what it's done. Yeah, it's definitely been, you know, a monumental part of what we listen to here today. Do you know what I mean?
All of our slangs come from Jamaica. A mad amount of them come from the Jamaican thing. Let's be honest, How many people that don't even come from the country are talking like they come from the country, using the slangs? These days, the things that make me laugh is like people don't even realize that things are Jamaicanisms and are using them. So they're saying like they type it WAG1, WAG1. Don't realize the culture of what they're actually saying. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, Jamaican culture, we run the thing from a minute.
The term Wagwan is one of the biggest Jamaican exports. I don't know if I'm talking out of turn here. People might be like, SK, what are you talking? Wagwan, that phrase, a lot of people use it. And I don't feel they really, truly understand that it comes from Jamaica. Wagwan, you know.
There's another one, but I don't know if am I allowed to speak swear word on it or not really?
You can say what you like, express yourself.
So when people say pussy, but have you seen any of the youths of like today when they spell that? They write PUSSIO.
They
don't actually know what the word was, bro. I'm just saying, like, you got to know the culture, man.
You know, we're talking about swear words as well. Bumbaclaw, Ross. People use them words. Do you know what I'm saying? Them words come from Jamaica. We're talking about some of the negative side of things as well. But if we want to take it to some of the bait things, some of the most obvious things, when it comes to the music, everyone knows Bob Marley, everyone knows Shaggy, everyone knows Sean Paul. Before we go into deeper names like Buju Banton and Shabba Ranks and their impact, Dennis Brown, and I could go on many artists that you might know some of the names I just mentioned, or the influence those names have had on some of your favorite artists, like a Drake or like a Ed Sheeran or like a Justin Bieber, like the reggae influences. They are the pioneers of that sound. When it comes to sports and athletics, we just have to mention Usain Bolt, one of the biggest legends of track and field culture, any generation. Like he's the legend of legends. You know what I mean? Shelly Ann Price as well, like for the women's side of things. When it comes to food, when it comes to swag, obviously we've mentioned as well, like the language. It's mad for a country, a little small country, which is just over 4,000 square miles.
It's brilliant. Like I remember you just said about Ed Sheeran, bro. I remember the first time I saw him live was at an SBTV event. And it's pure reggae tune by a man and his guitar singing to the crowd, and the crowd are doing, that guy, reggae tune he's running, his whole set.
Some people might not realize, when I say 4,000, just over 4, I think it's just over 4,200 square mile radius of the country. Now let's put that into context. If you live in the UK or you live in London, London is 600 square miles. So to put that into context, Jamaica is just over 4,200 square mile radius, and London is 600 square mile radius. So that gives you a slight context into how big Jamaica is or how small it is. Do you know what I'm saying? Mad.
Yeah,
we're proud of Jamaica.
100%.
And like I kind of touched on it as well. Obviously, it's independence today as we're recording, since 1962. Before that, it was under the power of the British Empire. That means colonialism. And colonialism is when a set of people or a government in particular take place in another country and control the area and the people. And that's what Jamaica was under for for 3 centuries, since the 1600s until 1962. And got their independence in 1962, and we celebrate that.
Man, don't chat, man, Rob.
It's just a shame that we don't get to celebrate with Carnival, not Carnival in London this year. I'm missing that, but I'm gonna celebrate next year in a big style. Do you know what I'm saying?
100%. Yeah, no, I agree with that.
I feel like everyone's gonna do the Zoom Carnival this year, though. I've seen a couple of other sounds saying they're gonna do Zoom Carnival.
Now, I want to give big shout out to the Rampage lot as well. They're doing the Zoom Carnival, the biggest static sound system in Notting Hill Carnival as well. So I have to give them credit, because that's the place that I find myself every year when I go to Carnival, at Rampage. I don't know if there's other sound systems that you guys want to mention.
No, Rampage is one for me still.
I'll be honest with you. You see my Carnival experience, bro. I'm a walk around and just look around and talk to people and catch my vibes from sound to sound and bust through That's my Carnival experience, I don't like to stand up one place for the whole day. It's not really my thing. Get me?
No, but that's the joy of it. That's the joy of it. People have many different Carnival experiences. Like my Carnival experience. So last year was the first time that I went 2 days since 2015. And before that, I don't think I'd been two days since I was a kid. So I've only been like sort of twice in like since the turn of the century. Like, and once was 2015 and the other was last year. Now the 2-day thing is very nice, because Sunday is a lot more calmer than Monday, which they call the adult day. When I go to Carnival, I get there early. Carnival finishes officially about 7 p.m. but goes on a little bit longer unofficially. I get to Carnival midday. If I'm getting to Carnival at 1 o'clock, I feel like I'm there late. I do find myself at Rampage Sound System probably 50% of the time that I'm there, but you have to walk around. You have to sample the food. If you're a single person, you want to go and find something. You get me? You want to hold a dance. You get me?
Yeah.
Hey, listen, you can line up your phone book for the whole year from Carnival. If you pattern that bit right, your phone book is lined for a whole year.
Oi, D, you sound like you're talking from experience, brother.
That was many years ago. I'm a almost married man now. We don't play that game.
I mean, you know what? Like, not to veer off, but you see the circumstances in which you meet a suitor sets the tone in how possibly the relationship's gonna go. So if you meet a girl in Carnival, you gave her a grind down, and next thing you know, you've exchanged numbers and the relationship develops from there. What does that say if you meet someone under those circumstances? What should one be
tell me, what does that mean? Does that mean you don't rate her? Does that mean you're not giving her no ratings because she let you grind her down and run?
Well. See, I didn't meet Wifey like that.
Here, because I bet you got female listeners that ain't gonna feel what you're about to say, bro.
That's all good, and I want to state right now, I'm not a person who has skeletons, so I speak with my chest. I've been walking clean. You get me? I don't know. I'm just throwing it out to you. Roska, did you meet Wifey grinding her down in the dance? Have you had a long-term relationship with a girl that you grind down in the dance?
You know what? No, I haven't. You know, my wifey, she used to actually perform at Carnival. She used to be on one of the floats.
Yeah, the mass bands.
Yeah, man. Literally, she used to do that back. Well, yeah, good 10 years ago, 10, 15 years ago, man. No, not even 10, 15 years ago. Yeah, at least, yeah, a long time ago. But yeah, she used to do that. But yeah, for me, nah, I don't know. Yeah, it's like, yeah, I girls, you know what I mean? It's like if you meet someone and you're whining with them at Carnival, it's like, I mean, you're kind of expecting that to be their sort of like way. Do you know what I mean? But everybody changes. They may just see a difference in you. Do you know what I mean? And see a difference in freeing up themselves like that.
I just think this is funny because you're bringing up a subject which is like a whole nother place. I know you maybe you want to go here, but what you're basically asking is, what is your definition of a good girl?
Yeah.
You know,
I don't know.
Because can a girl who was wine a man in Carnival still be the best wife you've ever met and the best person and your soulmate? I believe, yeah.
Yeah,
but I do hear you though, watching a girl wind down a man in Carnival and then saying, yeah, that's my girl. That does feel a way to some man. I try not to let those things touch me. Though. I try.
100%.
We're all human in it. I try not to let those things touch me because that level of judgment, they could judge me back the same way. And I don't know. I haven't been the best behaved in my life.
I don't know. I might be making a sweeping statement here, but I wonder what the strike rate is. If you wind down 10 girls in Carnival, how many of them would be good girls? Do you know what I'm saying? How many of those would be good girls? The ones that allow you to grind them down and hold you in a way. And remember, you ain't met this girl before, and she's
but sometimes it's like what is in the dance stays in the dance. Though it could be just for fun.
Hey.
You get what I'm saying? It could just be for fun. It could be meaningless.
Yeah.
We're talking from a man's perspective here. This girl, she is bending it over. She's backing it up onto you. She's putting her back onto your front. Your front might start, I don't know. But that's what's happening. And you've never met this girl before. You don't know her from anywhere. And she is doing that. I'm obviously making it quite clear that possibly, I don't know how comfortable I am if my girl is going to be out there dancing with the next man. I don't know. There's a particular way that you dance, and it's a simulation of the intimacy. Do you know what I mean?
I think it's just each to their own. To be honest, on that subject, it's kind of like you're putting an expectation on someone based on what you think is right and wrong. Do you get what I'm saying? That's what I personally think. Anyway,
basically asking, is that reasonable? A kind of girl who links man in the dance and grinds up on them be the kind of wifey that you'd really want in your life? Are the two mutually exclusive? I don't believe they are. Let's be honest, they're not. Because at the end of the day, when she's single, she's allowed to do what she wants and find a man how she wants to find a man.
Yeah.
Now, how she behaves in the relationship is the only thing I should really judge her on. I'm not
100%.
stupid. I'm not dumb. So there are some indicators, and people use things like how you met her and where you met her and what she was wearing and the way she was. But are they fair indicators? I don't know. What they say about books and covers, man. I mean, I don't know.
Okay, so it got a bit muddied here, D. Like, it got a bit muddied. So, like, all right, there's two separate scenarios here. If you got a girlfriend and she goes out and she's dancing with another guy in a particular way, red flags possibly.
Oh, hold on, she's my girlfriend and she's dancing with another man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying there's two things here. So if she's single and she's dancing with a man wild, she's free and single and ready to mingle. But she's wild though. There's a lot said in the way that she dances with the guy. Do you know what I'm saying? There's a lot said in the way that she dances with the guy. There's subtleties.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying?
All I know is if she's my girl and she dances with another man, she's not my girl again. She's his girl.
Okay then.
But if she's not my girl and we meet in the dance and we dance and we get on and then we go outside and we're talking and we reason and we get on good and I take the number and that, I just don't see what the big deal is, man. She might just like me, innit?
Yeah. And we got here because we're talking about Notting Hill Carnival. not happening in its essence this year. Not no Carnival being a big celebration of Caribbean culture, Afro culture, and Jamaican independence happening as we speak, and dancing being a massive part of Caribbean and Jamaican culture. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them dances that you've been doing in your life, that came from a Jamaican dance. Shouts to Mr. Bogle, R.I.P. If you know about Mr. Bogle, you know about Mr. Bogle. Get me?
Legend.
If you can bogle, a lot of people try to do the bogle. I see a bogle, I'm like, boy, I don't know if that's a bogle still. You get me? Oh yeah, I forgot to throw Rihanna into some of the biggest Caribbean and Jamaican inspired exports as well, because even though Rihanna is she Bayesian?
Yeah,
she's Bayesian, but you would think that she's Jamaican by a lot of the stylies and the influence. But you know, Barbados, Caribbean, you get where I'm coming from, innit?
Yeah.